Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to your Fielder's Choice college basketball DFS pre-archive. So used to saying MLB. Welcome, everybody. Anybody's watching, we're going to do a quick show because there's a lock at 6:30, not the normal 7 o'clock, but I want to get out here tonight and go through some of the core plays, go through each game real quick, and so on and so forth. But welcome to FieldersChoice.com. Niche sports is our specialty, small sports like college football, college basketball, like we're doing tonight. We still cover the main sports like MLB, NFL is our flagship. We got a special going on right now, $25 a month for the first 2 months. So it gives you a chance to check us out. We have a free Discord. You can check that out. And right now, everything is free for the whole week in celebration of college basketball opening week. So all our articles are free, all our tools. We have by far some of the best cheat sheets in the business, especially for NBA, NHL. We have a cheat sheet for college football that we do on Saturdays. We'll have a cheat sheet for college basketball once we get a week or two into it. So every sport, if DK covers it, we cover it. NFL, we have a showdown tomorrow night for Thursday Night Football. That'll be free. Our NBA product, NHL, we've been crushing it. NHL. Actually, I was just looking. I've cashed 13 in the last 15 days in NHL. So if you're an NHL player or if you're a new player to NHL, check it out. Check out Cheat Sheet. We have daily articles. And then soccer, we have a soccer show Friday. We have golf going on tomorrow night. We have our main college football show at 10 p.m. for the Saturday slate. Me and Adam will be doing that. So much going on. But let's get into college basketball tonight. We only have a few minutes here before lock. What's up, anybody? Anybody has any questions, try to hit in the chat, and I'll try to answer them as we're talking. Try to be out here by like 6:20 so we can deal with our lineups. The biggest news pretty much has been going on all day is a deal with Jared Rhoden from Seton Hall. And we do have some, I guess you'd call it breaking news. The beat writer from the beat writers from up in Jersey saying his boot is gone, walking around normally, but he's not going to play tonight. He's still the ankle sprain. Just saw another tweet saying that he's out there on the court, but in the sweatshirt, sweatpants, not shooting around. So Jared Rhoden is out for Seton Hall. So that does open up a little value tonight. So we have a couple of plays that may make a difference all of a sudden. We do have a nice 3K play in Trey Jackson. So his ownership's gonna pop up. He played 22 minutes in their exhibition game. So it's going to be him. Ike Obajo, I probably just butchered him, is also going to end up being popular at 6'1". So both of those guys come and replace Rhoden. I like myself. I'm a big Alexa Yetna guy, former USF player, great big man. And also, I would say give a bump up to Jimmy Harris, who's probably better on FanDuel. I love Jimmy Harris. I think Harris is a great play from American transfer, but he's much cheaper on FanDuel. So if you're playing FanDuel, maybe look at Jimmy Harris is getting a bumper upgrade with the news of Jared Rhoden out. That's the only news I see at the moment. So any of you guys, if you see any news, just throw it here in the chat too, so we all see it. All right, so what we're going to do, I'm just going to go through each. It's only 6 games. I'm just going to go through each game really quick. Kind of give a quick synopsis. First game is the Buffalo Michigan game. And of course, I just lost all my hold on a second. The Buffalo Michigan game, Michigan's favored by like 15.5 points, over under 150. Problem is great plays on this game. We have some core plays. Josh McBalla, Jonathan Williams, I think to me are both core plays to probably be both my main lineup. It's pretty much a 3-man show, and you know where the action is going to go with those two guys. Maballa's 5'8" and DK. Williams is 5'4", but I think both really good plays and they're really cheap. So, I mean, both of them I think were second team last year, all MAC. Williams 17.6 scoring average. Maballa's more of a double monster, big defender, but both in play. I also like Ronaldo Segu at 4'8", a great, decent value play, kind of the third man there. But he runs the point. He's going to get 30-plus minutes. He does have the usage of Maballa Williams, but he's going to come over. I think he's a decent GBP player. On the Michigan side, it's all Hunter Dickinson. I'm playing Hunter Dickinson tonight at 8-7. He's going to be the highest I'm going to go. I think he can overmatch Buffalo. Buffalo's got a very small front court. He could definitely break the slate if he gets 30 minutes tonight. Big team total. So Dickinson's in play. Devontae Jones, I can't believe it. I don't have no idea why he's 9.5. The kid from Coastal Carolina, point guard, a great point guard. He's going to slide in that Mike Smith role, but that price is inflated. So GBP only. I love Caleb Houston, but once again, it's 5-star freshman, 7.3. I think it's a little bit too high for Houston, but I'm going to have him in GBPs. He's definitely going to have a major role. And when you hear like the coach talking about him, about guys like that, about how mature he is. He's already Big Ten selection, so he can shoot. He's ability at the rim, play strong defense, play 24 minutes in their exhibition game. So Houston's in play. And now moving on to the next game, William and Mary, Wake Forest. Forest is favored by 14, 141 over under. Brandon Rush is the main play from William and Mary. I just jumped games. Connor Cochera is the main play for William & Mary. Sorry, at 5.2. I love Cochera. He's definitely the minutes leader for William & Mary. He's a sophomore, big usage guy. Love the price at 5.2. He's going to be popular. Anybody else? Maybe Quinn Blair. I don't mind Yuri Covington at 3.9. Sophomore point guard. Got some upside. But if anybody's going to be Cochera, you can use him in any of your cash lineups. For Wake, Jake LaRavia is going to be popular. He's going to get the minutes. He came from Indiana State, transfer. I'm surprised he's as popular as he's going to be, but he has created a big buzz around Wake Forest. Good shooter. Difficult matchup because he's great around the post, strong rebounder, averaging 12 points, 6 rebounds last year. He's versatile, can play the 3, can play the 4, because he can ball handle, he can pass, and he's probably going to be an immediate contributor. We know he's going to play Wake Forest. Davian Williamson, I don't mind. He plays a ton of minutes, but I don't like the price. He doesn't have great peripheral stats. That's it for that game. FDU, Seton Hall. That's, to me, one of the marquee games tonight. Seton Hall is obviously favored by 23.5. The news which we announced earlier at the start of the show, Jared Rhoden is out. So bump up Jameer Harris. Great play on FanDuel. I love him on DK, but DK is probably too high, 8.5. Harris came from American. I think he's a cash play. He's a prolific scorer. 20.5 points last year, 3.5 assists, 2.8 rebounds. We've seen him put up some big games last year, 33 points against Loyola Maryland, 30 against Navy. He's not afraid to shoot the 3, 40% behind the arc. So I do like Jameer Harris, probably more of a GBP play. Alexis Yetna, I love him at 7.1. Yetna may be my main lineup as a forward. Came from South Florida. We know what he did down here. He's a block machine. He's a rebound machine. And he had a great exhibition, one-game exhibition. Kadari Richmond for Seton Hall is another core play at 5.3. Way too cheap for the Syracuse transfer. So lock him into your main lineup. Kadari Richmond at 5.3. He's pretty much a pass first guy. That's who he was at Syracuse. But actually, I just saw he was the only player last year to record a steal rate north of 4.5% and a block rate over 2.7. So great both ends of the court player. Kadar Richmond, cash play. Core play. Miles Kale now, he's been in college for 8 or 9 years. He's going to get a bump up today with no Rhoden. Big shooter. Actually, I can't believe I've seen some peripherals from an exhibition game. You can bump up Miles Kale, could possibly be in your main labs at 5.1. And then it brings us to the 3K player we were talking about earlier, Trey Jackson. I think his ownership's going to pop. Right now, I'm still seeing him at like 5 or 6%. But it's going to pop because with Rhoden out, Trey Jackson at 3K, you can get a bunch of guys in your lineup if you play Jackson. And then we got the Kansas State, Florida Atlantic game. Remember, I've been on MJ Randolph all day because it was priced at 5.9. Is he going to be in my main lineup? I probably might end up pulling him out. He is the whole team. One of the top players in the SWAC. But A&M just joined the SWAC this year. Total package, 15.3 points, 6.4 rebounds, 4.4 assists. But Kansas State is a slow, grinding team. I could even see Florida Atlantic getting 50 points max. So Randolph's still a great play. I'm not sure, though, if I would end up using him in my cash. I want to. This problem with Kansas State is they're just moving too damn slow for me. On the Kansas State side, I love Nigel Pack. Nigel Pack at 7'9", great sophomore point guard. I think he's going to have a breakout year this year. I'm all over him. The problem is 7'9". I figure we're going to see him like in the 6'5" range. GBP. Mike McGurl has been there forever. At 7'8". I'd rather use Pack, but he's there for GBP. And you got Mark Smith, our guy from Mizzou. We know what kind of player Smith is. We've won GBPs with him. We've also lost GBPs with him. So Mark Smith sitting there at 6'2", GBP only. Then we got the North Florida, Texas A&M game. North Florida got two players I like, Carter Hendrickson and Jose Placer. Hendrickson, these guys played last night, just remember. Hendrickson, no, team leader, usage guy, minutes guy. Possibly come in your main lineup. I don't mind him. I don't mind the price of 5'9". He didn't play a lot yesterday, but they are playing back-to-back nights. Should see him at 30 minutes today. And then you got Placer back. I love Jose Placer. On the other side, Tyreese Radford is now at Texas A&M. Radford is probably one of my top plays, but 8'3" may be hard to give in your lineup since you want Hunter Dickinson in your lineup. But you got Radford. Buzz Williams actually recruited Radford when he was at Virginia Tech and now brought him here to Texas A&M. He's going to be immediately pretty much step in as a top dog here for Texas A&M. Their exhibition game, he was a top scorer, tied for top scoring, also a team rebounds, 7 rebounds. Rest of these guys, Quentin Jackson, GVP, Marcus Williams, a Wyoming transfer, the MWC freshman of the year, GP, probably GVP because he's 8'1". Then going to the last game of the night, Florida State and Penn. We don't play guys in Florida State for cash. I don't care who it is for Florida State. I'm not messing with Anthony Play. I'm not messing with Caleb Mills on these guys. I don't play Leonard Hamilton's guys in cash. You have no play team may end up sitting for half the game. So no bad Penn, maybe Jordan Dingle. That's it. All right, so that was a real quick synopsis of our top of the games going around. Now let's look at our ownership, our top plays. Let me call this up here. See if anybody's popping after the Rhoden news. All right, let's start at guard right now for tonight. If you're making cash lineups, the highest owned guard by far is going to be Kadari Richmond, my Syracuse guy, who's now at Seton Hall at 5'3". If you're playing cash, lock in Richmond to your main lineup. He's going to be popular. I'm seeing some projections with Richardson over 60, even up to 70% ownership. So Chris Duffy just asked Randolph or Hendrickson. Right now I'm leading Henderson. Earlier today it was Randolph, but probably Hendrickson. But back to Richmond. Great player. And we did really well at Syracuse last year, but playing behind Joe Girard now is getting a chance to Seton Hall stepping in and being the main guy there right now. Being the main guy handling the ball. Jared Rhoden's been praising him. Finally has somebody's going to give him the ball. So Richmond, way too cheap at 5'3". Anybody else popping for guards at ownership? MJ Randolph, that's the other way, at 31%. I like MJ Randolph. I've been on him a lot. Actually, I was talking to some other people earlier today. Randolph's a great player. I mean, don't get me wrong. And it's a decent price of 5'9". He was all defensive team last year, all MEAC. Now they're at the SWAC. He's going to get you points. He's going to get the peripherals. The only problem that we're going to see here with MJ Randolph is a slow pace. He's going to get huge minutes, but I still think projections I'm seeing are kind of high. But he does do it all for Florida Atlantic. But I'm probably dropping him down to maybe like an alternate lineup. If you want to play him in cash, I'm not going to argue against him because I've been pretty much on him all day. Anybody else is popular? And then Tyreese Radford, who we already mentioned. Radford's now at Texas A&M. Led the team in scoring exhibition, led the team in rebounding. He was second leading scorer last year for Virginia Tech. If you have the money, I have no problem putting Radford in. And you could probably, if you end up going with the kid from Seton Hall, like the Jackson kid, you could probably get a guy like Tyreese Radford in your main lineup. And I think he's going to end up shooting more. His new surroundings at Texas A&M. We did see that when they played A&M Kingsville Radford. Miles Kale is jumping up now. Almost a 30% ownership. Mainly because of the Rhoden news. We all know about Kale. More of a boomer bust guy. He's a shooter. More of a role player, but he's probably safe for tonight because we know he's a veteran. First game, no Rhoden. We actually saw in the exhibition. I know it's an exhibition game, but it does tell you something where he actually had a bunch of assists, a bunch of rebounds, in that game, which is very strange for Miles Kale. But I think I might end up playing Kale on my main lineup at 5-1. Unless somebody else pops in there differently. Anybody else? Devontae Jones, way too high at guard. The other guy is, here he goes, Connor Cochera. I guess one of the questions, and it may come down to, no, I probably wouldn't play Cochera and Kale, Miles Kale together, but I think Cochera is definitely a cash play. William and Mary. So you could probably run like a Kale, Cochera, Richmond as your top cash guards. He's going to get the minutes. He's going to get the usage. Cochera. He's a sophomore. I think that price for Cochera is awesome at 5-2. Yeah, one of my favorite plays. Any other guards? Ronaldo Sigu for Buffalo. I said he's a playmaker, underrated defensive player. He should have a breakout year, but he's still third fiddle in Buffalo. Yuri Covington, William Mary at 3-9. Anytime you get a player like Covington at 3-9 who plays 73% of his team's minutes in the sub 4K, he's in play. He's a guard. He's kind of exciting. He's 6'1", and he's going to get more of a DFS boost because now he's at the shooting guard position instead of the point guard. I mean, last year he was the team's primary ball handler, and he had a lot of turnovers. But now he's more in a wing role. So see a boost for Yuri Covington at 3-9. I had no problem playing him in any one of my lineups. Okay, that's pretty much the guards. Anybody that's like a major value play, maybe Brandon Carroll for William and Mary. Oh, there was who is the kid from Tyler Rice for William Mary. Now I'm seeing Tyler Rice starting. So at 3K, you can definitely run Tyler Rice. He's a point guard. We said his older brother Caden plays at Georgetown. So you want to definite punt at 3K, run Tyler Rice. Okay, let's look at forward quickly. Before it's 2-8, so it's already 6-18. So forward right now, our top ownership right now. The top ownership right now is Josh Mballa for Buffalo. We said it. Your core plays a forward or Mballa, Jonathan Williams, put both of them in your cash line. That's what I'm doing. Both of them are right now projected over 50%. Buffalo, the whole team is sitting around both of them. If they can keep it close to Michigan, which I think they can, both these guys they play a ton of minutes. They're going to get peripherals. Both in play for cash. And then the third play, I think, is Hunter Dickinson. If you can get Dickinson at 8-7, lock him in. So lock Mballa in with Jonathan Williams and Hunter Dickinson. Anybody else? Josh Laravia, the guy I mentioned from Indiana State. He's in play for cash. He's gonna be he's probably more popular than I thought he was gonna be, but he is popular. I see him over 30% in play. Alexis Yetna. I actually like Alexis Yetna better. If I had to play one of them, I would probably play Yetna. We saw what he did at USF. He averaged almost 9 boards over 2 seasons, and he can shoot the 3. He shot over 35% from beyond the arc. Anybody else? Let me looking at here quickly. Also, yeah, if now that we know that Rhoden's out, another popular play is going to be, like I said, Ike Abaju. Ike Abaju at 6'1" is definitely going to be popular. Rhoden. Jackson are getting more popular, but you can run Abaju too at 6'1". Anybody else that I like? I'm looking at, who did I mention? I did mention Caleb Houston, the great freshman. He's guard forward eligible in DK. Carter Hendrickson from North Florida. You can definitely play him. I think he's a cash play. He's a 6'8" forward. Led North Florida scoring last year. But remember they played last night. But he did play under 30 minutes. So he's probably good to go tonight. Okay, that's pretty much it at 6:20. We got less than 10 minutes to lock. There's a question: do I like Randolph at guard? From saying, yes, I do like Randolph at guard. I'm souring on him a little bit because I think the game's gonna be so slow paced against Kansas State, and I think he's probably more popular than he should be. If you don't want to go to Randolph, he's going to be popular. You can also look at in that same price range, Kale. I said Connor Cochera from William and Mary, possibly Ronaldo Segu from Buffalo. There, he's that price range. Jose Placer from North Florida, who I actually like just as much as Henderson. He's in play, and then Brandon Rush from. We didn't mention Brandon Rush from Farley Dickinson. I just have a problem playing Farley Dickinson guys like in a main lineup, but he's the alpha for his Farley Dickinson squad. But the problem is it's tough to spend $6K on a guy where I'm seeing a team total of only 61. But he may be more popular than you think. Probably more GPP play. But he was definitely last year. He was efficient at Farley Dickinson. 48% field goals, 42% from the 3-point range. So if you want to play a rush, go ahead. And that's it. Any questions? There's like about 6 minutes to go before lock. My core play right now is looking at like Kadari Richmond, and then the 2 Buffalo is Josh Mbala, Jonathan Williams. And if I'm going to go 4, it's going to be Hunter Dickinson. And I'm going to fill it in with the rest of these guys like the Kales, where I'm going to go down to the cheap guy Jackson from Seton Hall. All right, if that's it. 5 minutes to lock. Good luck, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow night, 10 p.m. College football, main slate. My Huskies are starting to howl. They must know it's lock time. All right. Peace. Thanks, guys.
At the bottom of the ocean.
All right. Thanks.
I'm at the bottom of the sea. At the bottom of the ocean. Don't know if I'll make it back home.